I'm Dr. McKee. I'm a neuroradiologist and another one of the doctors that you don't want to need their services. I've been biohacking with nutrigenomics for about 8.5 years, and today I'm excited to talk to you about NAD. So what exactly is NAD? Well, it's one of the most important molecules for life. Without it, we would die within 30 seconds. It's absolutely critical for the production of energy in all of our cells, our brain, our immune, our blood cells, our muscle, and our heart. It helps with healthy blood sugar and insulin regulation, as well as fatty acid mobilization for a healthy metabolism. And it does all of this in response to stress. NAD actually drives our circadian rhythms. It helps with mobilization of recycling of faulty parts or autophagy, cellular cleanup, and it helps promote mitochondrial biogenesis. So there are many reasons we would want to boost NAD levels. Number one, as we age, our production of NAD from scratch declines, and more important, NAD salvage and recycling, the main pathway which we generate NAD, diminishes significantly. And these both happen simultaneously with the fact that our demand for NAD increases with age, because NAD is the fuel for proteins that protect and repair our DNA. So our NAD gets used up at higher rates as we age, and by the time we're 60, our NAD levels are reduced by 40%. Boosting NAD helps support healthy aging in a number of ways. It supports healthy protein synthesis. It increases mitochondrial number and function. It helps to remove zombie cells, which are aging cells or senescent cells that are very, very toxic. It supports proper epigenetics and maintains healthy DNA integrity. It assists with proper immune function, including the regulation of a healthy inflammatory response. And interestingly, it helps maintain lower levels of abdominal fat. So NAD is actually the only fuel, the sole substrate, the food for a couple of important sets of proteins that are responsible for DNA repair and protection. One of these is a family of proteins called the sirtuins that act as the CEO of our cells. They tell all of the other proteins and enzymes where to go and what to do. And these proteins activity, the sirtuin activity, is actually increased whenever the body is exposed to stress, something like calorie restriction or high intensity exercise. In fact, the increase in the activity of the sirtuin proteins is one of the main factors responsible for the amazing health benefits of high intensity interval training and intermittent fasting. So obviously, increasing sirtuin activity is a very good thing. These lifestyle interventions of a little bit of stress or hormesis are the main ways we've previously been able to increase sirtuin activity. In fact, chronic calorie restriction will raise sirtuin activity by 94%, which is good, but it is accompanied by many unpleasant effects like grumpiness and hunger and possible nutritional deficiencies. So recently it's been shown that adding a couple of the precursors of NAD or raw ingredients can actually increase sirtuin activity, but actually not as much as you would think, because remember, most of our NAD is synthesized through recycling or salvage. And if you add these precursors, you can increase sirtuin activity by only 2% in 24 hours, up to 40% after several weeks. Now, a better way would be to upregulate the enzymes not only responsible for de novo synthesis from scratch of NAD, but also the enzymes responsible for recycling or salvage, which is what NAD synergizer does. If you take our NAD synergizer in 24 hours, sirtuin activity is upregulated 100%. And I am so excited to know that there is a simple, inexpensive and fast way to double our sirtuin activity.